Hey everybody, what is up? What is going on? What? I know you're thinking 2 days in a row, right? Oh my god, we're doing this 2 days in a row. That is right. I am Solar Gray, the cinematic sorcerer, and guess what? It is still dark and moist and cold. And I'm like, what could I possibly do? What could I possibly do to warm myself up and get us through some of this dark coldness that we sit up and deal with? The dark coldness that we sit up and deal with. And I said, you know what? I'm going to call up my buddies from all across North America and get people in for a role-playing game. So you guys, welcome one all to my friends, my friends, my compatriots. These guys are great entertainers. These are great humanitarians. And these guys have been my dearest friends for years. I want to introduce you all to the chat attack.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I've never done anything for humanity.
I know, he's like my comrades, my this, my compadres, my something. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just.
I cut the line humanitarian. I just went on a rant about how much I hate Captain Planet.
Well, yeah, that's right. Very wrong for that. But anyways, go ahead. That's all.
Well, that is most definitely a thing, and we are here to play some 5th edition Dungeons and the Dragons. But before we start doing that, I want to introduce all the guys that are in this today, starting with, hang on just a minute, boom. Starting with, of course, to my left?
I mean, it's really confusing.
Yes, to my left, as far as you guys are seeing right now. You guys know him as the Birdman. I call him the Canadian Wonder. Happy Ramadan and all that stuff to my friend Ali. Ali. Hey, Alan.
Don't even bother. Except for the guy I guess below me.
I try. How's it going, man?
It's going good. It's been exhausting the last couple of days, so I'm glad that it's almost Friday.
Right? It is so cold and dark and wintry. I've got the Bengals in my head talking about a hazy shade. And I want to talk to you after the show because somebody has talked to me about wanting to possibly be a dungeon master in and of themselves. Right below him in the bottom right square. You guys know him as a guru. I know him as my friend, and we all know him as the wacky, what is the term I'm looking for? Follower of Che Guevara and Karl Marx, Mr. Ganja Guru.
What's going everybody? I'm the one that I think he was mentioning when he said humanitarian, guys. As far as I know, Alan's giving a couple sandwiches out.
Have I? And I get a couple knuckle sandwiches.
Yeah.
You say that. You say ideas, but you have the kindest heart of anyone I know.
I disagree heavily, but thank you.
And finally, the ringleader, the guy that's in charge of cutting their scenes and making them look as good as possible, as long as it's not looking better than him. My friend from the cold land of a Public Enemy song called By the Time I Get to Arizona, Mr. Nicholas Diaz. How you doing, man?
What's up? Hey there. So here's the thing. I'm not as nice of a guy as God just said. I will say though, I'll say that I'm actually the nice person in this room to even practice Alan's last name. I was about to give myself a compliment when you're trying to say oh, Alan, and I'm just like, well, I talked to the mirror. I tried to do everything I could to learn this guy. I'm learning the Dragons thing. I feel like I'm making a better version of myself here. So thanks to you and as well as people around me too.
Well, I'm very glad, and don't get me wrong, I will learn how to say shikazin one of these days. But until then.
Wait, holy shit! God just electricity turned off.
How long?
Yeah. That's right, guys. So we are going to be playing D&D for our amusement, and you guys are more than welcome to come on in and watch. But in the meantime, in between time, if you guys got any questions or comments or why is it that you guys are doing the D&D thing? I don't understand. Then feel free to send me an email at backinthedeck@gmail.com. That's BACKINTHEDECK @gmail.com. You can also Hit me up on all of the social medias that everybody actually has, like Twitter and Instagram. And of course, for your amusement, you can always head on over to TikTok and look up Little Soul doing his lip sync musical stylings in case you guys need any eye bleach. So with that, I'm gonna say thank you guys for showing up. I know I didn't do the show a little earlier today. There have been technical difficulties because of the storm, and this is a really big one. Thank you guys for tuning in and all of that jazz. Now, I have to make a really quick run back into a different part of the Wizard's Tower to get a couple of things that I forgot, but while I'm gone and these guys are entertaining you, feel free to subscribe to the channel using your Amazon Prime account, or if you're rolling, hey, I'll take a standard subscription and all that stuff. One of these days, we're going to have enough raids to actually get hype trains and things like that. And in the meantime, if you guys want to help keep us afloat, then head on over to patreon.com/BID_P, where for less than the cost of a Snickers bar a month, you can help keep our doors open. But if you're rolling hard and you want to do some humanitarian stuff like these guys, join the royalty tier at $20 a month or more, and that helps with our community outreach program, giving all of these hobbies, the miniatures games, the role-playing games, the 3D printing, the 3D design, the video game stuff, all of these things that apply to your life and can build a career for you in the future is what we teach to kids in underserved areas like Oakland, like Compton, like Watts, like the Boogie Down Bronx. And you get a shout out at every single transmission we do, every single one. And remember, I am here 5 to 6 days a week. Like, I give a shout out to my queen tier, Laura Holton, Shannon Boom Boom Lay, Jennifer Kroll, our kings, Jason Hines, Christopher Chalmers, and of course, our ace in the hole, Shaylee Watson. Now, you guys actually wanted to ask me about that community stuff at one time, didn't you?
I believe I did, but then, like, I don't know. I forget. I'm so old now that, like, within 5 days, I forget everything I said, prior to that. So
You do realize that I know what I was doing on the day you were born, right?
Probably doing something something crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, doing tricks, flipping in the air, doing some awesome shit that I'll never do for the rest of my life.
Well, you know, don't get me wrong. There are very, very, very different pieces of excrement that I have incorporated myself into over the years, but I don't know. Probably when you were born, I was doing an exorcism or something. But if you guys would be so kind as to entertain the people, I have to run back inside and get one more thing, and then we will get this going. Tell everybody about your characters, what they do, what you guys like about them, and what you hope to accomplish, other than, hey, where my money? No,
exactly.
Money.
I want to say one thing too. Chad, Ice Wizards, painfulest, so fake is super. I see you guys up there just lurking. Go in the chat, hang out with us, ask us questions.
Interactive. Come on now, there's a reason it's a chat function.
Yeah, tell us what you actually. While Solar leaves, by the way, give us some ideas on like how to like do good in this game, like together as a team. We need team building. Me and Alan don't get along. Me and Gauntlet are good. We're over there like killing. I'm just eating motherfuckers and everything. Like me.
Yeah. Why did you think that was a good idea?
By the way, my character, you guys have just butchered the fucking name of it that I've just adopted it now. I am Serena, Lord of the Moon, follower of the moon, and dancer of moonlight dances. I was gonna say Moonlight Sonata, but I fucked it up.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't think that Resident Evil.
Yeah, you knew where I was going with it. I just fucked it up.
It's all cool. Man, it's a Sonora. I'm just gonna call you Sonora. Each body line.
I was gonna say, as far as a recap for what happened last time, we found a hole. We went into a hole. We almost died about 17 and a half times, and we managed to get some money, and now we're chilling at a pub while we're trying to heal our wounds and just relax.
Well, essentially what happened is us three and then a particular person that was hanging out with us, and I still don't know where that guy is. We just went into a hole and never really talked to this particular guy that was just chilling. But the thing is, though, is that
probably had a very important conversation with us.
Well, it's almost like the bard whose job it is to sing and entertain people should have, I don't know, said something.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see if he does that this time. But the thing is, we went down, we fought some goblins and stuff. And the thing is, man, it's like I knew there was gonna be some trouble down there. I tried to stay back, but these two kept going down. I was like, fine, I'll go with you. We went down there. My character, his name is Helm. He's actually half dragon, half something else. He's very. You can't tell he's half of anything. He looks full dragon. But I went down there. We used some spells. I blew out fire and stuff. We tried to do whatever we could. And we kind of got out of the situation. Although I feel like we left the situation in a situation where, me and Al are not getting along. His character. What's your character's name again? I'm so sorry.
What is Bortom?
Borton. Yeah.
Sorry, Bortonu. Yes.
Yeah, Bertani. Yeah, and the thing is, like, Bertani and Helm are not getting along at all. I think it's because Bertani doesn't like Helm being a dragon, most likely. Because I'm sensing a little bit of jealousy there or something. I don't know.
There's absolutely no jealousy. It's just you spent the first half of it not willing to do anything. The second half doing whatever the hell you wanted.
Yeah. The thing is, at least we're able to make it out of that particular situation. And now,
barely. He technically died.
Well, I'm hoping that our characters can find their way to a city or something too. Because we do have gold, we have some money on us, we have a couple other things going on too.
I feel you, Dragon. Where the hoes at?
Exactly. Thank you. I want some dragon hose. You want to go over there? Just chill.
And I'm just interested to watch, not even in a sexual way, just like in a scientific way.
To be honest, dude, do you think dragons have like moves, like dance moves, like good?
They tend not to, but they do have cloaca, if that helps.
Okay, well, I'm gonna Google that.
Don't. You'll never look at Pep again.
Yeah, tell Alan not to look at
But
that.
don't get me wrong, I'll have you pronounce all of your S's with an H next to it, and make sure you sound like Sean Connery.
Okay, well,
You'll have all the dragon All right, so when we left you guys, you had just had an epic for your level battle with goblins in a fort that seemed to be made out of an overturned wagon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And delicious goblin meat.
I still can't believe you thought that's a good idea.
And faking of death.
Mm-hmm. I'm Jesus, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, man. This is the Forgotten Realms. People die and come back to life almost every Thursday.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, about to say Dragon Ball Z rules.
Beat you too. I've never met a world in which death means so little in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I thought you read comic books. Anyway.
I did, but like Peter Parker's not having a casual conversation with Uncle Ben anytime soon.
Hey, there are fixed
Goku at any
points.
given point.
So, you guys managed to make it, I would say to a town, okay? But this town isn't exactly a town. It's more of an encampment with some permanent buildings up. Okay? Think about like a carnival that sinks their posts for all of their tents.
Okay.
Okay? So, when you guys get there, there's a man at the beginning of the camp. Whoa, welcome. My gods, what happened to you?
Just another day in the life, man.
Well,
Barely survived.
No, I don't know. I'm just quiet. Just look at me. Look, we don't need your comment. Okay, we've been through something. All right.
well, coming on out of the old woods, I can imagine. Didn't see any trolls while you were up there, did you?
Oh, but we saw goblins. Lots of goblins.
They were delicious.
Okay.
Hey, don't,
Goblins, that could explain quite a bit.
Don't tell
Quite
Don't
a
ask.
bit.
Don't go into more detail.
You see, a few months ago, we sent some loggers into those old woods to gather up some lumber so that we might be able to stake down this place and do kind of a homestead thing. Of course, they never came back. You didn't happen to see anybody out there, did you?
Well, there was one person that was hanging out with us, and I don't know where he's at now, but I don't think that he was part of that particular group.
Well, given the smell of you guys, it sounds like you're adventurers. You up for making some money?
I mean, obviously. Yes, sorry, money. We can help people out. What do we get? What do we have to do for this money?
Well, I'm pretty sure the head of the logging company is looking for people to head back into those woods and find some of our people.
I mean,
Well-
I'm always one for a good, hunt.
Well, that would be mighty kind of you.
How much are we talking?
I wouldn't know that much. I just know he's looking for somebody. But good old Lombardo doesn't exactly skimp on paying his people.
Can we talk to this Lombardo?
In case of emergency, by the way, do you guys have any housing that can let 3 gentlemen come in there and hang out? Because you've had a long day.
Well, we might have 1 or 2 sheds. I mean,
You guys have any adult entertainment? Any workers there that frequent the area with a very small amount of clothing?
Well, I mean, we haven't quite finished building the tavern, but we do got liquor.
Oh,
alrighty. You had me at liquor.
Yes. I have 1 slitter.
Don't listen to this man.
Yeah, just
me and the dragon. We work on our common routine. We're gonna make it big in the northern realms.
Yeah, just head on in and find Mr. Lombardo or Mr. Stopes.
All right, so Alan, you talk to
What's
the
up?
employer. I'm gonna go talk to Mr. Stokes.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
wait.
with
The Stokes. Okay, then who's coming with me then?
Unless Nick can turn to 2 people, I think he's with me.
Okay, now go talk to me.
You're alone, Shaggy.
That's fine. I could deal with that. I'll negotiate us a good contract or get us fired before we begin.
All right, me and Solaris will go inside. Let's go.
Serena.
Whatever.
He's gonna keep making up his name every stream.
Wait, Solar, what? You think I'm in this game?
Yes.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. That's great. Anyways, here's the thing, Serena. I feel like you should talk first because people be looking at me. I look a little messy and stuff, and you smell like goblin. So,
Look, I smell like freshly cooked goblin. All right, there is a difference, and it's a delicacy where I come from.
okay.
Anyways, let's go. So, who's talking first?
Well, who are you guys going to see primarily is the question.
We're gonna see Stopes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We're going to go
Um,
see Mr. Stopes.
All right, so
Get that
Serena,
liquor.
go say hello to Stopes really quick. I'm just gonna chill right here. I'm just gonna look around, making sure no one's like.
Okay.
listening to the conversation.
Well, Stopes is a pretty barrel-chested old man. Thick sideburns. We're talking like
appreciate my
sideburns.
Mhm.
Other than that, though, he's got a hairless face. So he's just got sideburns. But he's kind of got that strong man build kind of thing.
Okay.
And yeah, he well so how you guys doing?
Doing fine. Trying to find some mighty drink and some mighty fine entertainment while we're here. Gearing up for our next adventure, aren't we? My dragon compadre.
Absolutely. By the way, you have a very nice establishment over here, man. I like what you guys got going on here.
Well, bards don't exactly follow us because we require people to work for a living.
I require, I do work. I talk shit. I do what I gotta do. Like,
You're one of them bards, huh?
Yeah. I do my thing.
Ah, probably not a very entertaining one if they're looking for entertainment from us.
I didn't think you were gonna be a tough crowd trying to get my drink.
I will tell you this much, there, Mr. Snopes. I think, just Stopes, whatever your name is, man. You're disrespecting my friend over here, and we are actually very, very open to helping out this community, helping out you. We're gonna be talking to a man like this. We can easily take our business elsewhere.
You probably could. Of course, looking at you, it seems like you guys are probably looking for somewhere to hold up. Maybe get a bath in.
I love to be able to wipe my ass.
Mm-hmm. I got big dragon balls.
Oh.
My dragon friends are very self-explanatory.
Besides, what's some harmless ribbon if you can't take a few harmless words from somebody that's not even a wizard? I don't know how you're gonna find my people. Well, let me tell you what's going on. Let's see. Yep. I'm seeing ale. You guys seeing ale? I'm seeing ale.
I prefer stronger drink if you have it, but this dragon here could drink plenty of ale.
Yeah. So,
do you have any potatoes?
Potatoes.
Vodka.
I mean, we got potatoes. At least there's probably some in the food stores.
Absolutely.
But so yeah, when we were in the forward camp, some strange things started happening. First off, the tools went missing. But you're working a crew, tools are gonna go missing. That's just one of the things. Thing is, though, that damn yellow belly fever came over my man once the axes started disappearing. My axes, then my saws, then stuff ended up broken. Glug, 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 glug. Wait, why am I pantomiming? Well, somebody's taking all my cutting implements and Fort Logger. That's kind of important. Now, I never went the way of adventuring myself. Didn't have the head for it. I had to stay home and make ends meet. Make sure my little siblings didn't die of the old colic.
Understandable. Making men's meat is also a hard life.
Now, my men say they'd be working 1 minute and then just go walking off into the woods the next. Like something's calling out to them or something like that. Now, when we sent our forward scouts into this area, they didn't see anything like dryads or nymphs. So we figured this would be a good enough place. None of that supernatural mumbo jumbo, and hopefully not any of those greasy, bloodthirsty orcs.
Yeah, those people are some of the worst scum I know.
But then here's the thing. It seems like everybody's been missing tools. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, like a sign from above that they shouldn't be there anymore, sword fell from the sky. Big old sword like a bolt of lightning. Blam! Right in the middle of camp. So we did what every red-blooded sentient being or green-blooded or even blue-blooded sentient being would do. We pulled up stakes and we came here. Unfortunately, I still got my men and my tools out there. So, think you could help us out?
I think I got this. You got this, Mr. Dragon Balls?
I will say, Mr. Stokes, if you don't mind me saying, I feel like there's a large part of you that is willing to admit that you really don't know what you're doing out there when it comes to putting your men out there and doing your thing and recovering your tools. So we, however, know what we're doing. And as an act of good faith, as well as expedited, fortune, you're going to have to make peace with the fact that you're going to pay off a lot of loot for us to go out there and do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, my man here is very professional when it comes to chasing down men and their tools.
Well,
absolutely.
We don't exactly have a lot to pay is the problem. If we had hundreds of piles of gold, we could head on in and hire an army for ourselves. But what we do got is gratitude, supplies, shelter, and even an honorary membership in this community.
And that's better than gold. I'm fine.
You heard shower. That's all you heard.
Absolutely. And I mean, shelter. You guys got a bed in that shelter?
Oh, I mean, we got some cots.
I
don't think anybody's out here as all highfalutin enough to start building furniture. And even if they did, our tools keep getting stolen.
I want to go check on our little buddy there and see what he's up to.
Alrighty. Well, I'm supposed to talk to Lombardo. Somebody.
Lombardo.
Lombardo.
Close enough.
Yeah.
The guy that's actually giving the actual thing out, or the owner of the mill? I think I forgot exactly his role.
Well, you go and talk to him. Oh, how's it going?
Hello. So, heard about a contract to help find tools/missing men.
Looking to help us out there.
Yes.
That's very well appreciated.
Well, my first and only question: how much?
We don't really have a lot. I mean, we might be able to scrounge up maybe 30 pieces of silver. I mean, I don't have much sway in this community, but I'm pretty sure, given the fact that unless we get our tools back, we can't build anything.
Okay. How about this? We get the 30 silver and drinks for free at this establishment.
Well, I can't speak to the drinks. I'm not the tavern owner. I'm just field supervisor of the carpenters. But what I will say is this: If you can find me, your money is no good as long as I'm at the tavern and I have money.
Good enough.
Serena, do you see what's going on over there? I think Bordana is
He's
making
fucking
shit
it all
real.
up.
Yeah, let's go over there. Let's go. Hey, Mr.
Guys,
Stopes, we'll be right back in a little bit. We'll be right back, Mr. Stopes. Sorry,
you two
we see our friend
literally
over
only
there.
got
We go there.
freaking shelter.
Let's
At
go
least
over
I
there.
would have got us some
I
silver.
chugged the ale we were sipping on.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure we got that for free.
Hey, Bordona, what are you doing over here? You're trying to, we're trying to set up a deal with Mr. Stopes over here. This person said that he's not necessarily like involved with it. Hey, nice to meet you, Bordoga, whatever your name is.
Shake hands, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's great. Nice to meet you. We're talking to Mr. Stopes still. But anyways, this other guy, hold on one second. So yeah, Bordona, why is it that you didn't want to come with us over there, man?
Well, I was under the impression that we would be talking directly to the dude that owned the area, not the dude that owned the tavern per se, or at least the community.
All I know is I got a couple drinks in me and I'm feeling pretty good. But what are we doing?
Bordona, did you at all talk about any kind of currency that we might be earning throughout this entire thing? Did you do any deals or did he offer anything? What would you
he offered as much as he could, 30 silver.
See, they're not going to tell you how much they actually can. Oh, man. Okay, Serena.
I'd like you to make an insight check.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
his face. I roll dice now.
All right. Yeah, Serena, you go ahead and you roll that dice.
I think it's you, fool.
Oh, it's me? Well, man,
Uh-huh. You're the suspicious one, and you're coming up with theories. So
Okay. So, I almost forgot how to do this. Here's the thing. It's going to be an 8-sided dice, correct?
no, 20.
20-sided dice. Okay. So it's gonna be that, and it's gonna be my an insight one.
Uh-huh. Now on the sheet that I sent you, on the sheet that I sent you, I didn't fill in any of the talents, so I'll let you know because I've got your old sheet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the insight skill? Let's check.
I have +5 insight.
Yes, you do. Okay, so roll a d20, add that 5.
All right. Oh, got a 1.
Oh, you got a 1.
Yeah, plus the 5, so 6.
Okay. Well, you rolled a 1 on a skill check. That means you critically failed.
Oh,
Which means
you gotta be dumb.
no, not dumb. It's just a matter of he offered the other guy 20 pieces of silver, and you guys got honorary membership to the community. This place is poor. They really don't have a whole lot. That's what you can figure.
I'm sorry, guys.
Almost like, I rolled with what I got. Should have stuck with me. Listen to me for 2 seconds, not berating me.
Look, Rodano, Udon, Poonhound. He's got a good point. As my orc, half orc, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
half orc.
Half orc brother. 20 pieces of silver is better than nothing, my dragon.
I thought it was 30. Where's this 20?
Also, question: are there any women in this community?
Of course.
Okay, so we can solve some other problems later. Gotta keep focused on that for later. I, for one, am cool with doing this job. I think it'll be an easy going. Hell, we already ate half of the people on the way here, so
You don't put we there.
I've always wanted to try Goblin Dome. We
God.
find some more down the line.
say thank you. Say, guys, we're cook it up, serve it up. So, what you think, you two?
I think personally that we should go back to Mr. Stopes and say, yes, we're doing this because he's the one that seemed like he was going to give us more for everything. And then obviously, since Bordona already set this deal up or whatever, I think we should probably get going and get this done quick so they know that we're guys of action.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're a dragon of action. I'm a half
That's
elf.
true. Yeah.
And I'm a
Okay. So you guys are heading back over to Bordano? Or not, sorry, not Bordano. You guys are heading back over to Stokes?
Stokes, yep.
All right. So you can see him there with some crude tools, kind of taking the bark off of a log.
Mm-hmm.
You making a heel bong there, sir?
Nope. Starting to log this tree for ye old church.
Oh, that type of community. I apologize. Anyways, me and my compadres here decided to take the job offer you guys are offering. One thing. buddy offered us some silver. If we complete the same mission, do we get the honorary community status, the shower, and the silver?
Oh, I'm guessing you talked to Gnall, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry to tell you guys, he's crazy.
Right.
It's not his fault.
Most of the time, is it?
He ended up getting 30 pieces of silver a while back, and ever since then, his life has gone down the tubes. He's pretty convinced that his money is cursed, and most of the people around here believe that too. So he hasn't been able to, well, let me guess. He tried to pull the old 30 pieces of silver, and as long as he's got money, you don't have to pay for drinks thing, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I keep him around to supervise the troops. At least that's what he thinks. But every crew's got to have a weirdo just to keep the other people in line or keep them from getting uppity. You know what I mean?
I don't know. We have no such member in their group.
Not at all.
Now, I'm going to use some wisdom really quick.
Okay, what do you want to do?
What I want to do is I want to talk to Mr. Stopes over here about saying, hey, like, I want to get half of the money now, and then half of it when we get back from our mission, because of the fact that if you guys are this weird about your money and you guys are this poor, I want to know for sure. I want your investment, essentially, and I want to be able to convince him to do that.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion
He's
check.
gonna take cursed money.
I got +3. +3 on persuasion.
If you recall, my friend, I would have to gather up a collection from everyone, which is going to take some time. But yeah, I mean, you can take the job, you can not take the job. I mean, squeezing blood from a rock is one thing.
How about this?
But
why don't
harder you squeeze that rock, you'll get blood, but it might be from your own hand.
How about this? Anything we find out there outside of your tools and men is ours.
I like that idea.
That works.
That's a great idea.
Okay, good. Everyone wins.
Includes your women. Anyways, let's go.
I mean, if you really want money up front, you can always try and take the silver from good old Gnall, but that's up to you.
That's cursed silver. Do not take that.
There's no such thing as cursed money. If a bank can take it,
you never know. You never know.
I'm not
you never
taking
know.
that shit.
I'm not taking shit. We're gonna earn.
Look, we'll spend it in about an hour.
We want the community to have coins too, whether it's cursed currency or not cursed currency. You want the community to at least have something for us to come back to.
Nope, I had the mistake of doing this last job sober. I ain't doing that again.
You don't be drinking like I have.
That's the problem.
Man after my own heart. And he rolls a little barrel towards you about the size of a microbrew.
Ooh.
I'm not really one for half works, but I like your style.
Thank
you. So, if you will, the old encampment is just on the outside of this town over by the old woods, kind of where you came out. Just a little bit east of the road.
Did you catch that? Anybody here go direction?
Yeah, a little bit east of the road.
Yeah, east of the road. Let's get going.
All right, let's go.
All right. Are we allowed to take that barrel of booze?
It's already gone.
I rolled it over to him.
With me.
It's already gone.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's get going. So we're walking. We get over there.
Okay. Bordano, I'd like you to make a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Okay.
Lightweight drink.
I guess I have 11, so my modifier is 0, and so I just roll.
Yep.
What 20-sided die?
Yep.
Okay. I got 12.
Okay. You're good.
Yay.
This is like a fortified ale.
Somewhat decent.
Very good.
I guess you can, by Austin standards, maybe.
You're drunk, Alan.
Yeah. Not again.
Bordona is all drunk. He's, just look at him. He's just feeling himself vibing.
He's like,
I'm just walking. Serena's all drunk.
He thought getting free drink to the tavern was a bad idea.
No, I think I was. Well, we need to get going.
Okay.
I don't think I'm really drunk, actually. I'm just chilling. Just vibing.
All right. So as you guys are, making your way up the road there. Yeah. You guys are making your way through, and you hear kind of a rustling in the woods. Rustle, 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 rustle.
I love wrestling.
Now you find a trail, and want you guys to, well, how can I put this lightly? I want you guys to make a perception check.
Now, would that also include our passive wisdom? Or
Huh?
Our passive wisdom?
Your
Would that
passive
also-
perception? No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. My perception check is +3, and then I do a dice roll.
Yeah. I don't have the skill, so do I just use my regular modifier?
Hmm?
I got 5.
Yep.
Sorry.
5 for me.
Yeah, 16.
Got 15.
Okay. Yeah. From that area, you guys hear a very loud buzzing.
Oh god, bees. I'm out.
Hey, get your drunk ass back here.
No, bees are. You think the gold's cursed. You never dealt with bees.
Look,
Bees are evil.
they're fantasy bees. We'll be fine.
No.
And
Dude, work.
yeah, sure enough,
Well, can I use a skill?
what do you need? What do
I want to
you?
use animal. I want to use animal handling. Does that
We're-
feel like?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Cause yeah, when you guys pass by, you're like, "Bzzz," and a swarm of wasps
I'm out.
come out of the bushes. Said you wanted to do animal handling. Go ahead and make your check.
Yeah. So it's +3 animal handling, and then wisdom. Do I count like the bonus from wisdom, the ultimate?
No, the +3 is you have a +3 on your wisdom, but you don't have animal handling as a proficient skill.
Ah. Okay.
Okay. So it's just a D20 +3.
All right, and my total will be 8.
Okay. You know, if you had something that could generate some smoke, you'd be good.
Ah.
But right now, you don't.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your initiative, guys.
Shit.
Oh, I finally got Diaz's curse of low numbers.
What
can't
what
find
dice
it.
would that
Oh.
be? A D20 or is that a
Yeah, a D20 plus your initiative modifier, which would be right next to your proficiency bonus on your character sheet,
okay?
i.e., here.
Oh, I didn't make-
All right, so I got 8.
and I got 19.
Okay.
I got 13.
All right. Mr. Guru,
I got 8.
8, you say?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm about to get my bucket.
And all right, here. And let me just do this here. All right. All righty then. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right. Okay, so Nick, you're up first. What are you gonna do?
What I'm going to do is, I apparently didn't really help out much with the animal handling thing, but I do got Sacred Flame cantrip. It's a ranged spell attack. Can I attack these bees?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be using my Sacred Flame cantrip. Which, it's a 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay. Now with in order to use a combat spell, you would roll 20 plus your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier. In your case, it would be wisdom. So a d20 plus 5.
11 and wisdom. 14.
And roll damage as well. Because every time you guys attack, I just want you to roll the damage and tell me what it should be.
11.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you begin to use the cantrip. And the swarm comes around and tell me, what actions do you do? Show me the cantrip.
Okay, well, so I'm really silly. I don't use that word. I don't even know what a cantrip is.
A cantrip is a spell that you can cast at will.
Mm-hmm.
But
so what I do is I go to like just bleh,
okay.
Bees, bleh.
So you literally go bleh. Okay.
Yeah. Or
so
a fireball. Like just
okay.
Bleh.
So you guys see him put his hands in front of his mouth, and it opens almost like David Lopan getting ready to be run over by a Mack truck, and light comes out.
This is the most ridiculous shit I ever seen.
I'm trying.
He focused with his hands. I ain't never seen a dragon do that.
It's okay. You've never seen a dragon.
Oh, really? I was the first time hanging out with one too.
You're only first level, man.
Shit.
You're just out of college. When were you around dragons?
I gotta get to that backstory.
Yeah. Got. If only people had more time. Anyway, yeah, that was just a little bit of shade. Anyway,
so cold.
All right, and yeah, but sure enough, the light kind of disperses them, but they're still coming. Who was that? 13?
Oh, that was me.
Alan. Yeah.
Huh?
Or never mind.
I think that was me. Yes. Yeah, I think that was me at 13.
Yeah. Wait, who? I know Nick got a 19. Gauntlet got
8.
Oh, okay, so that means that would be you.
All right,
Alan.
As far as what I want to do is run away an option because I ain't dealing with wasps.
Oh, you punk.
Okay, so you're gonna bail. Good enough.
I'm bailing like the 4th of July. And
at least when I bailed, I died and pretended
to like Serena, this is the second time he's done that.
I know, he's a
You literally stayed back for the first half of that last battle. I ain't dealing with bees. You already screwed it up twice.
Hey, it's a thing.
What? Okay,
so go ahead and make a dexterity check. Actually, I'd like you to make an athletics check.
I actually do have the skill.
You about to run his ass off on us.
Goddamn right. So athletics, which is a strength. So I get my proficiency bonus and my strength bonus. Okay, so that's an extra 5 pieces.
Yeah,
Add his strength to being
all right, that is 15.
Okay. Yeah, you bail and you notice that there's a pretty thick tree over there, so you just go hide behind the tree.
Yeah. So you succeeded in being a pussy.
I yelled, coward!
Hey,
you guys lose to bees.
Hey, there will be no bad talk about female genitalia on my channel.
Okay, cool. Back to you.
You know, I mean, really. 1, it's rude, and 2, it's not factual.
Yeah. And I've never seen.
And if you were going to call him a little sack, that'd be different. Those things are sensitive and can barely take a flicking. But
yeah.
But the other sex organ, no, man. Those things are
honest,
sturdy.
I feel really offended. You want to talk about ball sacks in a bad way. That's cool.
I said no bad talking female sex organs, especially in connotation to weakness, because those things, they're made to be stretched and pounded. Anyway, so
just like Alan.
And the swarm notices where the light comes from, and it starts to head that way. They go in and they buzz around the Dragonborn's head, but they can't seem to penetrate his dragon scales.
All right, it's cool. So you don't feel nothing.
All right, and you're up, Bard.
All right. I want to use vicious mockery on Alan, but that would defeat the purpose. All right, what do I got here?
Wow. The chat is like, yo, he's just a track star.
Yes. I made the smart decision by not fighting a bunch of bees. That's a losing battle. Is
there fire that's lit around the area?
There is not.
All right.
Well, what is your question behind that question?
So I was going to try to use my invisible servant as a diversion with any possible leftover.
Now I have an
tail.
idea. I have a skill, a survival skill. What I was going to do is for survival, can I actually hand him over some wood that I have in my belongings?
We can get to that when it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my bad.
So, it's your turn. What are you going to do, Mr. Troubadour?
Oh. You know what? I'm going to pull out the flute as my trusty instrument. And I'll try to put the wasp to sleep with a nice, soft little rhythm of the guitar.
So you're going to cast sleep?
I'm going to cast sleep using my instrument.
You have sleep as a first level spell?
I do not. I only have an instrument. So it's not on that.
Unfortunately, you can't cast sleep because you don't know the spell. Let me double check because you do have spells.
I do, but that's not the spells aren't those. The 2 spells that I have would work on this one.
Well, and what are the 2 spells that you have?
The 2 spells I have is Vicious Mockery and Minor Illusion.
Okay. And your, let's see, Vicious Mockery, Minor Illusion. You should have at least another cantrip there.
I don't know. I have the 2.
Right, Unseen Servant. Oh, yeah, Detect Magic, Disguise Self. Well, you know what? There are a lot of things that you can do. Keep in mind what Vicious Mockery is.
I can't believe God has nothing that can generate smoke. I know that's how I feel right now. I even don't have my hemp rope.
So yeah.
I mean, are you able to disguise yourself?
I would, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to use that. Can I use Minor Illusion to scare the wasp away with a forest fire?
You can give it a shot.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Why don't we just run around them? Why are we trying to fight these things?
Bees, they have a really good stamina. They just keep.
I wouldn't take anything from you over there, Smokey.
I'm the one that's not currently fighting wasps. I think I'm winning this situation.
I'm gonna roll that D20.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, roll the D20.
Sounds cool.
Uh-huh.
I got 17.
Okay. Let me just check something here. Yeah, they're not buying it.
Damn it.
Okay, top of the round. You're up, Nick.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my survival skill, which is a +3. You know what I mean? And then with wisdom, that's another +3, I believe, right? Because of the whole like alternate thing. I get that confused a lot.
Ask me that question one more time and slow it down.
Because my wisdom, I have +3 bonus, I believe.
Uh-huh.
So in total, that would be 6 plus the dice roll.
Hang on. What skill do you want to use?
Survival.
Survival already takes that into account.
Oh, okay.
That's what the 3 is from.
Okay.
If you have the skill, you would apply your proficiency bonus, which is +2.
Okay, cool. So we got a 5 on that essentially, plus the 12 that I just rolled with the D20, and that will be 17.
Hang on, you took survival as a skill? I don't recall taking survival as a skill.
Oh, it's on my thing over here on the very bottom. Like when it says skills, and then you go all the way down to the very bottom, it says survival +3 right next to it.
Yeah, that's that. So you would add your D20 +3.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. So my D20, which essentially is a 12 plus the 3, that's 15.
15. All right. And what are you trying to do again?
I'm essentially trying to, because I have in my carried gear, I had some like incense and like a prayer book and stuff. And
all right. So you're gonna
some wood.
So you're gonna light some incense. You're gonna light some incense and like swing around one of your sensors.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me double check this.
That might work. Better than the dude behind the tree.
Actually, it's actually
not
funny.
injured.
So as you're doing that, the wasps actually calm down, and they start to head back over to their little hive thing.
I want to try to get
well done.
Yeah, we got rid of the shoe beast. Yeah, here.
Yeah,
job,
well
Dragon.
done.
Serena, are you okay, Serena?
I feel like $1 million compared to a tree hugger over there.
Yeah,
I'm
Berdoga.
okay too.
Yeah, no,
Boo.
how you doing?
I had a
Berdoga?
plan, but
Coward.
whatever.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know what?
whatever.
No, honestly, I understood what you're coming from, Berdoga. I just want to let you know that I can appreciate your bravery. That was amazing. That was very smart. You are a very, very smart big man.
I don't think we
Big
share the
brother,
same
man.
definition of bravery.
Well, bravery
I just-
and stupidity seem to be the same coin for you.
Hey man, sometimes a hero's got to be a hero.
That's true. I don't know what that
Anyways,
means.
y'all ready to go get these people and their tools?
We do have to get those tools for sure, and we're not the tools that we had to get them. There's other tools.
I know how much you like to go get men.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the loot.
Give them the loot.
Yeah.
Give them the loot.
Oh yes. Now they said to head east, so let's continue going east a little bit, y'all. You know, let's keep on going.
Well,
the thing is, though, is that I believe it's nighttime around this time, right there.
actually, no, it's only about midday.
Midday.
really?
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's
we
only
can
about
do this-
midday.
That explains why the bees were after us.
All right, so
All
you guys find what looks like an encampment. There's pretty much a few lean-tos there. It's half broken down. Here's the weird thing. Around what seems to be the center of the camp is 6 feet of a sword sticking out of the ground.
Ooh, I think we're here, y'all.
All right.
But I see no people.
I think we have Link with us.
I'm grabbing that sword immediately because loot.
Well, no,
If
the
it's
reason why it's
cursed.
there. No. Let's not do that.
Nope.
Let's make sure to investigate the area, I believe, because in this particular situation,
Yeah, I wanna
yes,
investigate
someone
the
had to
area.
put the
Cool.
sword there.
I'm going to
Someone-
investigate it by grabbing it out of the ground.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, hopefully, me and Serena don't have to do all the work here again.
Yeah.
Cordona, go ahead, do your thing.
You literally attacked a bunch of bees. We could have just ran around.
He's attacked me first.
They did not.
Okay. So you're heading over to the sword,
I'm grabbing that sword.
and you guys are doing investigation. Give me an investigation roll.
Alrighty.
D20 plus your intelligence modifier plus proficiency if you have it.
I got 20.
And I got. Wow, I got 4.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So-
I didn't notice anything.
As you're reaching for the blade, that's Cordano. What's the name of your bard again?
Serena.
Yes, that's right. Serena. Serena, you make out the etchings on the blade.
All right.
And the blade says, "May a swift end come to those who do not heed the forest's warning."
Cool.
Alan,
I don't remember there being a
poss-
warning.
But don't possibly touch that thing.
We
Now,
were not warned prior.
this sword is huge. Are you going to do the thing? Are you grabbing it?
Yes, I'm grabbing it.
Okay. So here's the thing. The sword seems really, really, really heavy.
Okay.
And we don't know what your encumbrance is.
I mean, I'm half orc, so I think I could lift it.
And as you put your hands on the hilt of the sword, there is sort of an electrostatic shock.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Now, this is a very ornamental sword. Okay, but there.
It's not useful in battle, right?
Hmm?
Is it useful in battle or no?
Oh no. All right. So the sword itself, it's pretty ornate. It's got sort of an ivory handle. I hope that's one of my neighbor's machines. Yeah, it's got an ivory handle, and it's serrated. It's very serrated, and it's got an
Crap.
ivory handle.
Serrated blades are always terrible. This thing's worthless.
Yeah. You can tell that this sword is very ceremonial. Okay. But it is, as you look around it, you can see that the posts of a tent have essentially been around it. Like there was a tent here, but the cloth is not there anymore. Are you going to try and pull it out of the ground?
Yes.
Do it, my little orc child.
I want an athletic check.
Okay. So I get so I'm looking at my strength bonus, which is a 3, and since I have the athletic skill, that's an extra 2. So let's see if I can use this. Alrighty then, that is 15 plus 5, 20.
Okay. You manage to move the sword, and it kind of angles down.
Okay.
Like a lever?
To where sort of almost like shoveling. Like I said, 6 feet of the sword is hanging out of the ground, and you can see at least another foot of the ground move, and it falls over.
Alrighty, so
Did he get it, or is he still on the ground?
So I'm gonna use a skill. Obviously, actually, let me get together my guys. Okay, Serena, come over here. All right, Verdona. Here's the thing, dude. Like I know. Oh no, you're definitely here also. Here's the thing though. Yours are behind trees, by the way. But anyways, this whole situation, you're awful. But the thing is though, is that I think that these letters here, I think it's from God, bro. I think that
which one?
Somebody, I don't know. I know this dragon god. His name's Goku. He probably put this here. I don't know. Someone for somewhere. Yeah, it's crazy. Serena, I'm serious. Stop it. So here's the thing, Serena. If you don't, I'm being serious. So I want to use my religion because I have a 2+ religion skill because I'm one of God's baby boys. I want to use that to really discover whether or not this is some God stuff. And if it's God stuff, we should probably get going, get out of here. I'll make him mad. I already burned the Bible last episode. I won't do that again.
No, I'm saying ivory and ceremonial. We're keeping that sword. Use whatever voodoo religion you got.
So since I'm close to tell you now.
Okay, feel free. Make the roll, Nick.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Now,
So I have a 0 bonus on intelligence.
But
I got +2 religion. So I'm going to do the 2 plus the dice roll.
Exactly.
Excellent. Okay, and then I got 14. 12 on the dice roll and 2 on this. So
okay.
14.
What you can actually figure out is this is not the sword of a dragon god that you know.
Okay.
However, the ways of the forest, this thing probably has some sort of transmutation magic on it. Are you still holding the sword, Serana?
Alan is definitely still holding the sword.
Of course I am. I'm selling this thing.
Okay, so when you pull that sword out, you realize it is 8 feet long.
Cool.
Okay, I said 6 feet of it was pulling out of the ground. And as you were examining it, you can tell that there are markings on the blade that seem like a wood grain. Matter of fact, the more you're looking at it, the less like steel it looks, and the more like wood it looks like. I want both of you to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Me and Berdona?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If I save it to a dexterity, I add in my proficiency bonus.
What's the number next to your dexterity saving throw?
Oh, it must have not saved. I didn't put a number down there. Unfortunately, I just have it.
-1.
I know you're a monk, so yeah, you add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
He knows that Kung Fu so well.
So I did a dice roll. I got a 5, but it's -1 in my dexterity, so it'd be a 4.
Okay.
15.
15. So you're noticing as he's looking at this sword, it's turning more and more into wood, and you drop it immediately. But unfortunately, Mr. In there is so enthralled with it, he doesn't notice the vines that are coming out of the ground and meeting up with the tip of the sword, and they wrap around his leg.
Damn, I'm trapped, or
no? He's trapped. You dropped it in time.
Oh, so Serena is trapped.
No, you are.
You are gone. Yeah, actually, I got you trapped, buddy. Look.
Oh, okay, I'm trapped.
In my defense, this is gonna happen one way or another.
All right, you always gotta fucking up the trip somehow.
I know. I'm gonna roll dice to say F you. Like
that's a perfect D20.
I think you're up there, Mrs. Serena.
Man, I'm just Look at you, shock face. What's went on?
Yeah.
How am I gonna free you right now? What's going on? And you, why'd you have to touch the sword? I told you not to touch the sword.
Well,
Yeah, well, hey, we could still sell it.
After we figure out what's going on with this.
dragon attack.
okay. So the vines start
Yeah,
to
worth one.
drag the dragonborn into the hole or into the part of the ground that it was sticking out of.
Ah, crap! Another hole.
Well, look, maybe it'll work out better this time. Have fun.
All right, so we gotta go get him.
Oh no, he's not in there yet. He's starting to be dragged. You can try and fight against the vines if you want.
I'm gonna try to grab him.
You have a knife or something to cut the vines or something?
No, I'm just gonna grab him. I'm running off adrenaline right now because you're not doing anything. You're just standing there drunk, scared of bees.
These are scary.
Help me, Serena. God.
I'll use an
I'll help you
athletic
with
check to
passion.
try to hold him in place.
Okay, my turn. Like, what I'm gonna do is, I don't even think I'm able to do an attack right now. I believe that, I got some.
Oh, it's
fire
only got
breathing.
your legs.
Yeah, I can fire breathe on myself. I feel like it's gonna burn me. I'm willing to take the risk, though.
Go for it.
All
I
right,
mean-
I'm gonna take the risk. Yeah. So, that would essentially be my what? My wisdom.
Yeah, that's your wisdom. I a D20 plus 5
D20 plus.
because you're using your breath weapon. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be my draconic breath weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, it's a 2 of the dice and plus 5. It's a 7.
Okay. Yeah. A few leaves. As the fire comes out of his mouth, the leaves shrivel up.
All right. So I was just like, yeah, I think I almost got it. I don't know. It's all messed up.
I'm so proud of you, my dragon friend. You survived that. I was worried for a second there. Like, legit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're done.
So, what are you gonna do, Serana?
I am gonna try to find somewhere to camp for the rest of this play session.
You're just bailing on him?
I am
Yes.
bailing on him.
All right. Well, he's gonna chill right there. I'm all messed up with the fire on me and whatnot too.
And-
Leaves on me.
Oh no, the fire doesn't hurt you. And Cortana, what are you up for?
I want to try to see if I can save him.
Okay. Show me how.
Well, I'm trying to remember my what was it in my pack? I'm pretty sure I actually have. Don't I have short swords with me? Pretty
You
sure I have
should.
simple weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can cut the vines.
Okay. Go ahead and draw your short sword. And go ahead and swing with it. What's your bonus to hit?
I don't know.
Do you have proficiency with short sword?
Not that I'm aware of.
In which case it would be a D20 plus your strength bonus.
Okay. D20 plus strength bonus. So 15 plus 3, so that's 18.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And go ahead and roll the damage that it does.
Okay. Roll the damage that it does. Let me just make sure I have that for damage. Sorry. D20 as well or D8?
I believe a short sword does a D8 plus your strength bonus.
Okay, sorry, 1 second. I did not have that dice out.
Oh my guy's like, just roll the dice, man.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
God.
Alrighty,
Major
that's
shout outs to
4.
Viper Fox and Bob Blob. Yeah, we are dragoning and well, so far not a dungeoning, but a forest thing.
We will definitely.
Alright, so that's 4 plus 3, so that's 7.
Okay. 4 plus 3
Yes.
plus 7. Yeah, you managed to hack through the vines and they retract back into the ground, leaving a hole.
Alrighty, leaving a hole. But again, I guess he's safe now.
I am safe. I'm laying down
Good.
right next to the hole, sitting there. Badona, here's the thing. Serena was very, very tired. He's laying down, trying to get rest. I feel like we should stay here. It's gonna be nighttime. We're midday. Maybe in a couple hours it's gonna turn nighttime. I feel like everything's gone wrong so much on this particular day that we need to wait till next time tomorrow and get our rest.
That sounds good.
Sounds good. We finally have agreed. The whole episode we've been disagreeing this whole day, and today finally, me and Bordona have agreed on something. Our leveling up as a team has happened. We've got through somewhere. It's like therapy.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So you guys are actually gonna, you are in a camp. So you guys are gonna look around the camp for maybe somewhere to bed down?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
All right. Let me see. So, I am not great at this. 0. Oh, nice. Let me do a roll of the dice here. And we got a 1.
Okay.
Come on, man.
And Alan?
Alrighty. A 10.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you managed to find some tracks, but you can tell that this place has been raided. Most of the good supplies have been taken, and honestly, there's not even any money around here.
Ah, goddamn.
But there are still tents, so that's some sort of shelter.
Good enough.
That is good enough. We're going to be okay. I drag Serena to this area with this shelter, and I lay Serena down, and it's like, you've been so good except for that goblin thing. You're awesome.
Okay, and you guys, I'm assuming, are setting up for a long rest.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, that being the case, ooh, look at that. All right. I'll let you guys set up for a long rest. Now that we have one of our players gone, do you guys want to keep going? Or is this where you want to call it?
I think calling it
This
is a
will
good
be
idea.
definitely be calling it, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for showing up. With the bees, I'm going to give you guys another 100 XP each.
Yes.
Down here.
Primarily for solving the problem without fighting to the death.
Hey, I ran away. I think I made the
Yeah, I guess that's thanks to Bordona over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
you're
big
right.
thing. Yeah, sorry, Bob Blob. Got somebody in going, oh man, you guys are dungeoning and I missed it. Oh man. But yeah, so that's where you guys are at. You should be close to leveling up right now, if I recall correctly.
And I got 120 from last time, plus 100 now, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure
120
exactly.
for me too.
So
I'm not sure how much XP I need to level up.
I'm pretty sure it's either 200 or 300 because I do not use the other XP system. Not a big fan of it. Yeah. Overture D&D 5e. Yeah, there we go. Do 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 do.
I believe we need like 300 or something.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Ah,
we need a
yeah, I
300
kinda-
level up. So I have 220. I still need 80 more XP.
Yep. Ah,
almost
so
there.
close. So close.
So close. This was a short episode, though, of the chat Tumblr. So that's probably why. If this was like a longer thing, we probably would have been pretty close to 900 experience points.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
probably.
I wouldn't say close to 900, but you guys would have definitely made level 2 if we didn't have to have a short show.
Yes.
But it's okay because it's almost New Year's. So,
Oh yeah.
so yeah, that is, oh man, Viper Fox is on you.
I know. Yeah, I was disrespecting her dude yesterday.
Yeah, you'll probably end up doing it again before the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, so the person is Chris Evans. That's the person I was making fun of.
Oh, well, yeah, I can
American.
understand. I can understand why. That is what you get.
Yeah.
Chris,
Oh, you're gonna agree with me. Like, I understand why
No.
he sucks. You know?
He does.
Chris Evans has been cool ever since Not Another Teen Movie. Really?
Sure.
Really?
It's terrible. Snowpiercer.
Huh?
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer came way later in his career. I'm saying he's been
and
good the whole
way
time.
better as his career went up.
Yes.
after
Oh,
he
you mean he got better at his trade as he practiced it for more decades?
No, he got better movies.
That too. Because we don't want to talk about the Tim Story Fantastic Four stuff.
And Force, oh god, those are both terrible. There's never been a good Fantastic Four movie.
There can be. I wrote a treatment.
Sure.
No, seriously, I did.
It's times the charm or whatever number that ran.
But yeah. So, and again, real talk. Chris Evans is a good. If you haven't seen Push, check out Push. It was the role he did
Push?
to practice for Captain America.
I think I did see Push. That movie kind of sucks. He was fine in it though.
The chat right there. I didn't want to interrupt on it. You're wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So, well, now is the time, since we're still here and we got some people in here. You wanted to talk to me about how to be a GM and how to use modules, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we can go over that. And if you're wondering what the process is, Nick, you're more than welcome to join the conversation.
I'll show here. I won't even interrupt.
Oh no, I want interruptions. Like, ask me questions, do all that jazz. So I'm going to show you guys something in my big book OGM. Essentially, I am a big fan of modules. Okay, I write most of my own. Now, you should pull out like a notepad or something, or pull up your note thing. Oh, yeah, great. My sidekick is going. Hang on. Yeah, it's like, oh, look at me. On the air. On air. Right now. Okay, Rowdy.
Now.
Yeah, so, essentially, what I'm pulling out right now is your guys' adventure from your last session. Okay. I say all the time, what you need is an outline. And that outline consists of the main story beats. These 2 pages right here.
Okay.
Was your guys' last adventure. Now, what we have here is the impregnable fortress of Dim.
Dang.
All right, this is the entire map to the whole adventure that you guys went on last time.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's it.
It actually looks similar to what I was thinking too, by the way.
I mean, now what is important about this, guys, is whenever you get a module, and I said this on the first show, when you have a module, you can, I always recommend people buy modules from their brick and mortar game store. There are some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition books that are just full of modules, like Tales from the Yawning Portal, and I'm sure some of my people in the chat will throw in some others. Every single adventure is essentially a moderate short story. It's an outline. It has your plot points, your non-player characters, your stat blocks for your foes, and your maps. Okay, those are the 4 basic components. Now, your plot is broken down into chapters that take maybe about 30 words. So the first thing to do is to read it and to keep a separate notebook of the foes that you're going to pull out. Every single time you come across a bad guy, it'll either have the stat block in the module itself, or it'll tell you what book to find it in at what page. All right, let me show you something here. Take your bees. Okay, today I attacked you with bees.
Oh God, bees.
You know? Yeah, I know. No, not the bees.
I mean, I never got freaking stung by a bee, so I don't know how serious it would be, but like, it's like just the idea of like I never had that experience. Terrifying.
It sucks a lot. Okay? And I mean a lot. Now, hang on a minute. I'm going to go speaker so that you guys can see who's talking. Now,
Already.
here we are. Hi, everyone. So, in a nutshell, where I had the swarm of insects, and this is very, very, very important because this keeps everything in the game consistent and fair. Because the number one thing about running a game is to make sure that your people trust you. Okay? But this is everything you need to know about the bees. Swarm of insects, or the wasps. Yay, I love
Piercing and
wasps.
slashing. Yeah, that makes sense if they're resistant to piercing and slashing. What crack addict's gonna grab a sword and attack a bee?
That's true, yeah.
You've never been attacked by a swarm, have you? Doing this is
Nope.
really, really, really normal. Ah!
Hell no, I'm running away.
I've been doing that with
Bees.
just one. Not even a swarm. I've been doing that with just one of them. I'd be like, oh, guys, scary.
Hell no. I see a bee, I'm out.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Mm,
Ain't winning it. That thing can fly. You already
okay.
lost.
Yeah.
Now, whenever you're running, and I've done entire shows about this, but there are three main things that you need for every gaming session. And let me know if you've identified this with today's sessions alone, okay? Number one, someone interesting to meet. Number two, somewhere interesting to go. Number three, something interesting to fight. And the optional fourth thing is something interesting to gain. So you with me on all that so far?
Yes.
Those are the four prime components, and every module has that included. Now, here's the number one thing. I showed you the 2 pages, the 2 very small pages of the campaign you guys had last time, or the session that you guys had last time. You guys, as players, were under zero obligation to finish it last session. And this is what's important about running a module. The module that I wrote up for you guys to do right now, you guys only made it through about a page, and it's about 6 pages. But you guys made it through about a page because your players are going to do what they're going to do, and you have to let them. Now, the wise thing to do, and this is the solar gray compass method. Ready?
No, let's do this.
Whenever I have a module and I want the people to stick to the module, since I don't force them, I tend to have 3 other modules ready at all times. Okay? I look at the module that I'm trying to run as north. But if you guys decide to go south, east, or west, I have something for that direction too.
Which is cool. That's the biggest thing about like creating your own game. I would assume is just like, yeah, like you get to kind of build up all those things too. It's, if someone throws you like something you weren't expecting, it's like you have something for that too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your own little universe and whatnot.
Well, you know, I've got a budget a lot bigger than Valve when it comes to writing these storylines.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to follow the plot, but know there is somewhere to go. But that's the kind of GM I am. The first question when you're running a module, especially for the first time, is to decide what kind of game master you want to be and what kind you'll settle on being. I've played with a lot of game masters that love railroading and they do it terribly. So it's like, yes, you guys should go to the tavern and talk to the people about the black market. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to go to the military barracks. There's nobody at the barracks. I think they left a note that said they're at the tavern.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to go to the church. The church is locked up and on fire, and everybody's at the tavern. You see what I mean?
Yeah. They're trying to. Yeah. Everything just works
It's on rails.
Yeah, to help it. Yeah.
Okay. But
That's a great way to say it on rails. Yeah, it's like a rail shoot.
Yeah. It, again, on rails, as in railroading. Chicka, 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 choo, choo. Now, as a GM, and this is why I get irritated when people cancel on me, is for every gaming session, like, let's say you guys finally make it to a town. It's my responsibility to have some sort of story arc ready for most decisions I can think of you guys taking. So, I'm going to go to the tavern. Okay, I'd better put 1 or 2 story arcs there because in D&D, every campaign begins and ends at the bar. However, if they don't go to the bar and they decide to go to the church because a character's a cleric, I gotta have something that the church might want. Same with the wizard school. Same with the thieves guild. That kind of thing. Now, if I have a big overarching story, I have to have a legitimate and responsible reason for all of those organizations to be concerned about that thing.
Yeah. No, I totally get you.
Yeah.
But
That
when
looks
you're
so good, by the way, I don't know what that is that you're drinking. But,
Huh?
I mean, it looks like chicken soup or something. And I'm trying not to lick my lips while I look at you because I don't want you to look at me weird.
coffee.
But like, it looks delicious.
I'm drinking
Still.
coffee.
It still looks good.
Yeah.
I want it all, bro.
And don't worry, I'm not the kind of person that laughs at people and goes, ha ha, blah, 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 unless it's like really big. Like, you know, somebody is boasting about how good a gymnast they are and then they slip and fall on their butts. That's when I point and laugh.
Mhm.
God. But you know those dudes that made fun of you in high school?
Mhm.
I had folders of how to set them on fire. I don't like those people. I'm not going to be one. So don't worry about me judging you and all that other stuff. I don't do that.
Mhm.
You know, the only thing I actually poke fun at people about is stopping themselves from enjoying themselves because they think I'm going to give them shit for wanting to have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still shaking my finger at you for thinking I was going to laugh at you for
Yeah.
wanting to play with my miniatures that I built specifically for people to play with. Can I play with your toy display that you built to be played with? No, don't touch it. No, don't even look at it. No, don't. These models go to 11.
By the way, I want to put that out there too, and I'm sorry if I'm not like I don't remember the Patreon URL that you have, but like people like that's one of the things you guys should do too. Is like if you do, you know, get set up with any of the Patreon stuff, like you can get that stuff as a gift too, like not just
Oh
for
yeah.
yourself.
Oh my God, my
You know what I mean?
Patreon perks.
That's what I was thinking
This
of. Like when
is
you were showing
actually
that.
the most loved of all the Patreon perks. This is the Cthulhu dice roller.
Yeah, about to say.
Yeah.
because we were there. Like
Yeah.
when you saw it live, I was like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Yeah,
And
this
imagine
comes at the
someone's not
$50
expecting
tier.
And imagine if someone's not expecting to get something like that, and you just show up like, hey, by the way, like, you know, I follow this guy or whatever, but like, you know, I got this for you. It's like, dude, like that's amazing. Like,
Oh man, trust me guys, the New Year stuff is going to be big. The dungeon tiles are really coming along well. I've extended them to a foot long. So 9 dungeon tiles are going out, so people will have a 3-foot board to play their minis on.
yeah.
And that'll be good. And of course, I've restarted Hobby Hall. Not tomorrow because it's New Year's Eve and that's my holiday. But on Fridays, that's the day that I'm like, hey, tune in, grab some foam core and a hobby knife and maybe a hot glue gun, and let's build some of this stuff together. Because I don't like paying $70 for a set of miniature tables, chairs, and a couple of bookshelves. I'm not down with that. Well, okay, I would be down with it if I had the money, but I got more time than money. That's the thing. And a lot of people really like making that stuff, and it's really easy. And it's also the basis of all practical effects from film, which is where I cut my chops doing it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, hate on Lost in Space all you want. That's fine. Paid my rent.
Nice.
So yeah. So when you're running through a campaign, when you get a campaign, the very first thing that you need to do is to read it. Read the module. And the longest modules I've ever seen. Okay, there was one that was 400 pages and it was crazy. And that was called The World's Largest Dungeon from AEG Games, came out in 2003. And it was a singular dungeon that was 300 pages long.
Jesus Christ.
It's essentially, hey, let's play Diablo and Diablo 2 on tabletop.
Yeah, no.
Start with a first level character and come out with a level 20 character after your first 3 die. I never bought it. I wasn't going to spend $100 on a book, but I read it when I was working at a game store. But most modules are maybe 25 pages. And 10 of those pages are, what is a role-playing game? What will you need to play a role-playing game? And stat blocks for everybody that you're going to need. So we're literally looking at maybe 11 to 15 pages of actual information. Oh yeah, and maps. Forgot about maps. So yeah, maybe 11 to 15 pages, large print of information that you need. So that's not a whole thing. One of the biggest things that makes stuff easy is that once people get into the dungeon, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
And a dungeon can be anything. It doesn't have to be an underground tavern. It can be a city. It can be a sewer system. Just when people are going somewhere they haven't been, fighting stuff, taking its stuff and looking for a thing, that is essentially a dungeon crawl. And the most important thing to do is to make sure that every NPC that is in that book, you have an internal voice for. Okay. Today, Mr. Stopes was the jolly dude with big old things. He's the standard carpenter that you're gonna meet. However,
like that guy, by the way.
Huh? What?
I don't like that guy, by the way. Like, I mean, I like what you're doing, but like, being in the kayfabe of like what this actually is, like as a character, I just felt nothing but bad vibes. Like he was going to be some kind of jerk or something. Like it just, yeah.
Well,
Screw Mr. Stoke.
the jerk archetype is one that a lot of GMs like to go through. I just did a no nonsense construction dude. Mm-hmm. Head to a construction site and try and talk to the shop foreman or the shop steward. See where that gets you.
Nowhere fast.
Huh?
Nowhere fast.
Well, he might talk to you. I mean, or he or she might talk to you. But they are kind of concerned because time is money. Mm-hmm. And the more time they're spending talking to you, the more time they're not making money.
Yeah.
Or, sometimes, and this is where, as a GM, you can have fun because this is your time to do impressions of any movie character that you want. I know Clever Vixen down here, every single time I start talking about NPCs and I start doing voices, always puts comments about, playing music on my time. Are you sorry? Do you feel bad? That guy. And I tend to like soft-spoken people. So, Mr. Gunnar Lombardo, he was just a pretty cool dude to talk to. Is he insane? Is he not? You are going to have to interact with him to find out those questions.
Yeah.
But the important thing is to make sure that your NPCs have a voice. Yeah, there she is again. Not my tempo. But yeah, make sure that your NPCs have some kind of voice. Base them on someone. Funny story. Do you guys watch Family Guy at all?
No, I haven't watched Family Guy in years.
Okay, well, you've watched it though.
Yeah.
The voice of Chris Griffin, was Seth Green doing a terrible impression of Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, really?
Not the it puts lotion on its skin. It was more like, you don't know what pain is. That Buffalo Bill. Mm-hmm. Was she a great big fat person? What are you, about a size 14? That Buffalo Bill. And it stuck, You don't have to be a voice actor. You don't have to get swallowed by the Mercer effect. You just have to have an idea of what is this person like. And this is why whenever you get a campaign, if you get your own modules, and you and I have talked about it. Yes. By the way, I got mine. Oh my God, it's so cool. Nice. It is so cool.
As soon as I can.
Yeah, it is so cool. I may actually, as soon as the weather gets less damp, I'll be able to prime those minis and paint them. But the first thing I did when I unwrapped that box was read the campaign. Because the campaign itself, the module itself, has a lot of eventualities. Most good ones have eventualities. Would this be a good place to throw in a random encounter? You know, because you guys are walking through a forest. Are there highwaymen? Are you going to get mugged? And none of these things are mandatory, but they're there should you need them. You know, in one of the campaign or one of the modules that I have, there are weather conditions. So it's like, yeah, they're in the forest for a while. Does it rain? Is it going to snow? Is it blazing sunlight? And what effects is that going to have on the party? You know, now you can do all this yourself. Since I've been doing it for so many years, I essentially vomit out modules. I just, blah, you know.
Really quick, I don't want to be rude, but I gotta get going. I sent a texting in there, but
oh yeah,
my
yeah,
sister's actually about to show up here, y'all. So
I totally
before
get.
Before I go, I just want to tell you, dude, like, yeah, once again, thank you for having me on, dude. This has been awesome, you know. And chat, by the way, I just want to I never do this stuff, but like, love you guys for showing up. Seriously,
Yes,
like,
Thank you so much, Chat Attack Chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, please show up next time too, because seriously, like, you guys, I'm not just saying this because like we're on the show right now and everything too. Like, and they know me, I'm no bullshit. If I thought this shit sucked, I would not be saying this. But it's like, you guys missed some fun stuff. Honestly, it was actually a pretty cool thing. So like, please show up. Don't be assholes. But also too, like, you guys are super super awesome. So thank you so much, and take care, Solar.
Hey, I'll catch you later, Nick.
All right, peace out, man.
All right. So, Alan, what questions do you have about doing the GMing thing?
I guess I'll have to wait till I get to the module because you answered enough of the questions right now as far as like how to set it up and where to put the encounters in the right places as far as NPCs and stuff. But I'll have to actually wait till I actually get a book and start playing around with my stuff before I can actually get it. So maybe next time we do a session, I'll have some more questions for you.
Okay.
As we go infinite.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a pretty cool thing. Did you enjoy tonight's game?
Yes, it was extremely interesting. Though I still think running away from the bees was way the best option. I don't know why. For people that weren't here, my homeboys decided to go fight them. I booked it behind a tree because, of course, I am. I know the rules of nature. Don't mess with bees.
Well, I want you to keep in mind one thing, and this is a big thing that I like to tell, and I'm giving this to you because you're hoping to be a GM. Every character that you make, okay, the reason that you have the stats and that, like I said, 10 is average because it's a D20 game. All the PCs are heroes. Okay, they're already above average. Like I said, a first level character is, yes, they are straight out of boot camp. All right. But have you met somebody straight out of boot camp?
No, I have not.
Okay. They're way different from high school.
Yeah, probably.
They're more. They can fight more. They have better concentration. They have much more discipline. Like, you're ready to get out there. You know, now, when it comes to like other classes, like as a monk, okay, as a monk, you are essentially, I hate to say it, I really hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Are you ready for me to say it?
Yes.
You're Danny Rand before the fight with the dragon.
Oh God, Danny Rand's like the biggest loser. Comic
book.
I stand by my word.
Okay. Like, seriously, you're Daredevil before the red suit.
Okay.
Or should I say Daredevil before the yellow suit?
He had a yellow suit? Why?
Yeah, he started with yellow. It was black and then yellow because his dad's boxing robe was yellow. Like, we're talking Batman year 1, Daredevil yellow, Spider-Man blue.
I get it, but basically before they got cool.
Huh?
Before they got cool.
Yeah. You know.
Okay, I want to point out something that Vixen's saying in the chat. bees and wasps will follow you to a river.
Yeah.
They will hang out. Oh, they will hang around if you try to go underwater. Like, when I say I'm running away from bees, I'm saying that's before I interrogate them or attack them. I'm just like, oh, be there, I'm out. Because those things will follow you to the ends of the earth.
I have never seen you this close to going full Nicolas Cage.
Oh, man, that scene. That scene as a kid, it's hilarious because it's like how bad it looks. But like, bro, that's nightmare fuel. Who pours bees? I've never seen someone pour bees.
Yeah, that's, remember, they're flying creatures, which means they fly on an act of will.
Yeah, according to the laws of physics, they technically shouldn't be able to fly, but that's because they're evil little fucking beings, and I hope they all burn.
Oh man. Okay, well that's a thing. But yeah, so these are really easy, simple, important things to go through when you're looking at a module. And for beginner GMs, all of you guys out there, I always recommend for people to start with a module. Now, most modules will tell you what level they're at. Okay, what level they're meant to go for. And that's really, really important. Like the one I ran you through was specifically set for 4 level 1 characters.
Okay.
Just 4 level 1 characters. That is what that is for. And there are thousands, and that is not an exaggeration. Most people, especially when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, when you're starting, Wizards of the Coast did something very, very cool back in 2003. Well, cool for customers, not cool for creators. They came up with something called the Open Gaming License, which is actually pretty cool for creators as well. You can use their game mechanics and write your own setting with your own rules that are compatible with that, and then you can sell it and give them like a 15% cut for using the license. Okay?
Not bad, actually.
Which means there are companies outside of Wizards of the Coast writing modules all over the place.
Yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to do, because aspiring writer, so I actually wanted to just basically get the basics down so that I could just write, take a short story that I've always had in the background and just kind of convert that to a board game and just kind of go from there and see if that would actually work out.
Well, yeah, the main game that I run, Esper Genesis, okay? This is my jam right here. This is Dungeons and Dragons, but it's space. The only thing different in this game are the rules for firearms.
Yes.
And space travel.
Alrighty.
So, I mean, it's got faster than light stuff, and it drops a few character classes, but the rules are exactly the same. The powers and spells go under different names, so you still have to read it and stuff. But the monsters are 100% compatible. And that's actually a fun little thing. There's some, it's essentially reskinning the engine. The game mechanics, the 5th edition mechanics, is just the engine. You can skin it with whatever. And keep that in mind when it comes to monsters as well as you're going on. This is half of my deck of monsters. And I say half because the other half's in the house. But this card right here, look at that.
Okay.
On the back of the card is the stat block.
Nice.
Okay. Now, I can use this stat block and not call it an ice method. I can make up my own creature. I can, because as long as we're playing Theater of the Mind, or even when you're playing with miniatures, the stat block is what's important. Its appearance is everything you describe.
Okay.
Okay. So if I had you guys fighting another goblin, I might not make it a goblin. I might make it something like,
big booty bitches.
No, just a wooden creature, that's gnawing on tree roots the entire time.
Yeah, I feel like we almost fought that today.
But its stats are the same. Its attacks are similar. So that's all there.
Alrighty.
So yeah, that's the thing. And I'm sorry, there is so much incorrectness going on with the hatred of Chris Evans. He's a great actor.
Again, fantastic. Nick just no, because Nick hates pretty boys that are charismatic.
Pretty boys
if you're decently attractive and you're charismatic, Nick just kind of hates those kinds of characters. Like the characters that are also really good at shit. Because he always compares it to John Cena.
Believe it or not, I was the same way when I was in my 30s. By the way, shout outs to Angry Spexican. It's good to have you back, man. Seriously. I've been missing you, and this is my last show of the year, but of course I'll be back Monday after New Year's.
Yes.
It's time of COVID, so it's not like we're going to be partying that hard.
I mean, I personally think Thor's way cooler, but Chris Evans is a better. I don't know between Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans. I'm not sure who the better actor is because I've seen Chris Hemsworth like have more range than Chris Evans, but Chris Evans is also really good.
As far as the craft goes, Hemsworth is because he studied acting in a place that studies the craft.
Yeah.
As far as
and the movie that only I saw, Bad Time at the El Royale.
Yep, no, sorry. You are the only person
one
who's
that's
ever seen that.
Not in theaters too. That movie's great.
But yeah, but in all fairness, I haven't even seen Spider-Man yet. I've been broke.
Oh, man, the internet's been going on a spoil spree for like the last couple of days. How have you avoided it?
I haven't been watching your show.
I mean, that's good too. I mean, we've been spoiling the hell out of it. I won't spoil it now, obviously, because I'm sure there's probably a couple people in the chat that haven't seen it either. So,
ooh, Vixen, good call.
Wait,
best actor, yeah, best actor named Chris Lee.
Chris Lee. No, I'm just more surprised, Viper in the chat. I'm more surprised that someone else besides me actually watched Bad Time at the El Royale.
Oh, and you know what? I counter your Christopher Lee with Plumber. Ooh.
Look. We're talking about one of the best Chris Pine. Chris Pine's awesome. He's awesome in everything he's in, no matter how much of a piece of shit that movie is. I watched Wonder Woman 1984. That movie kind of sucks, but Chris Pine was great in it.
So you saw Artemis Fowl, huh?
Oh, God. Is he in it?
Yeah, he's Artemis's father. Oh, no, sorry. That's Colin Farrell. God, what was that kid's movie?
Farrell?
Oh, no, that's what that, Wrinkle in Time. He was in Wrinkle in Time.
You confuse Chris Pine and Colin Farrell? How?
Short-haired white guys that are cute and have a bunch of charisma.
One's blonde and super, not Irish, and one's super Irish.
But the one that's super Irish doesn't play Irish in most of the stuff that I see him in. And when he does play Irish, it's wholly out of place.
That's fair.
Looking at you, Daredevil.
Oh, God. He was awful. Oh, stop reminding me of really garbage fucking movies, man.
Well, I will say this. I've been on more of a TV kick lately. I've been checking out that show All Rise that came out on, God, I think it was USA. But it's essentially Misty Knight from the Marvel TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Teamed up with Bullseye from the Marvel universe.
I'm glad they worked out for them, I guess.
Hey, you know what? Work is work, but bruh, that show is really good. It's really good.
I'm catching up on Star Trek Discovery right now.
Bruh, I do a panel on that Sundays at noon on Nerd Soul.
No, because I'm planning to review season 4 for one of us. So I got to catch up on season 3, and I'm almost done that season.
Yeah, that's bruh. I've been I caught up on Picard just a couple of days ago.
That's as bad as everyone says it is?
No, it isn't. It is. Well, how can I? This is the thing about the internet that kind of bugs me. Okay, people speak opinion as though it's incontrovertible fact.
Yep.
Truth. I love Picard. I loved it. However, I'm a 45-year-old man who's been a Trekkie his entire life. And one thing I have to say about Picard is that much like Discovery and Prodigy and Lower Decks, it is missing Rick Berman. And since it's missing Rick Berman, characters, specifically the women, can actually have something to do other than look pretty.
Oh, God.
I'm serious.
That's kind of why I like Star Trek Discovery. It's a pretty fluid show between who's doing what and who gets the most screen time. It's pretty Yeah, it's pretty fleshed out.
Yeah, Discovery is the most ensemble cast of any Star Trek show. Everybody gets a chance to shine, and it's real diversity, which I dig. But like, I'm gonna say something that people might think I'm weird for, but actually no. The first thing I'm gonna say is Star Trek Picard. I think it was episode 8 has Marina Sirtis in 4 minutes of everything we wanted from Counselor Troy for 7 years. I'm serious. In 3 scenes, she's actually a counselor and a good one. And I'm going, wow. And I actually said something interesting when I was watching it, which is I finally liked the character 7 of 9, and this was the first time I actually thought that overall, between performance and outfit, that Jerry Ryan was attractive. This is like the first time I've really seen it.
Okay.
Because under the tutelage of Rick Berman, it's, look at how hot these women are. But as someone who is attracted to, I don't know, complete characters, 3-dimensional characters and complete human beings, I'm kind of going, oh, wow, where's this 7 been? This 7 would have made Voyager awesome.
Yeah, I've never really watched many of the. I like science fiction. I don't know if I like it more than fantasy, just because I think swords are fucking awesome. But then again, like the amount of times like sci-fi will just have people with swords. Look at you, Star Wars.
Yeah, well,
swords are always awesome.
I'm more sci-fi than fantasy, because of cultural historic reasons. Like, you can love fantasy. There is such a place for you in history.
That's fair, my friend. That is fair.
You know,
swords in space, yes.
Yeah. What I do love though is my friends that they like sci-fi, they hate fantasy, except they're what I call warheads, which are the Star Wars fans. And I'm like, you guys are talking about all this stuff with your space wizards with magic swords, and you're telling me that the Millennium Falcon that's being piloted by the best friend of a space wizard is not campy?
Well, there's two kinds of I guess sci-fi stuff. There's sci-fi fantasy and then the sci-fi fiction.
Yes.
I know science fiction is there, but it's like you take again. We literally just talk about Star Trek. Star Trek and Star Wars are like the complete opposite ends.
Thank you, Viper Fox. I've been wondering. Seriously.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, seriously.
When it comes to something I always complain about science in media, how it's portrayed, and usually it's portrayed extremely fucking poorly. But as far as the methods I use, as far as the scale, I go Star Trek as let's go as close as possible to try to explain every single little thing in this universe and try to make it as scientifically plausible as possible. So you have entire episodes on the phasers, on the teleporters, on whatever, so you understand how this technology works. It might not be all super accurate, but it's as close as you can get. Jump to Star Wars, which everything is so normalized, you don't have to explain anything. You don't have to explain the Millennium Falcon. You don't have to explain a phaser. It's not a phaser, a laser gun. It just fires lasers, people die.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I can tell you from one aspiring writer to another, one of the biggest things about sci-fi or speculative fiction is you get one, but no more than 3 things. Okay? Because every step forward in technology has huge implications. And this is kind of the thing that Star Trek drops the ball on, but I don't care because they're morality plays and they're not supposed to be speculative fiction. And that is the difference between sci-fi, sci-fantasy. Is science fiction is speculative based on 1 to 3 concepts. A great example of speculative fiction that says, all right, we got one thing and we're going to explore the implications of that one thing is in your arena, believe it or not. And that property is Mass Effect.
Oh God, I love Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect is fantastic science fiction because you get the mass drive and everything that technology would imply.
Oh,
And that is,
I can go on all day. Like my favorite, I love reading the codex in the first one.
yeah.
And just in general, I'll always go over my favorite thing in the entire Mass Effect universe, and it's the reason that I don't like Mass Effect 2 as much as everyone else does. Is there, you don't need to reload in the Mass Effect 1. Reloading does not exist in that first game because they have an in-universe explanation, or it actually runs on heat. Basically, for people that want a quick overview of Mass Effect, we discovered this element that when you put a positive electrical current in there, it increases the mass. A negative electrical current, it decreases the mass, thus giving us faster than light travel because we can reduce our mass and increase our speed indefinitely. So how guns work is they get a small, like 1 pound block of steel. A smart technology will shave off about a grain of sand size of metal. It'll then accelerate it and also increase its mass to that of a regular bullet, and like 50 caliber, something like you fire it and it has the equivalent kinetic energy of a 50 caliber bullet. Therefore, you only have to focus on maintaining your heat waste as opposed to reloading a clip, because you can have billions of bullets.
Yep. So again, and that's all based on the mass drive technology. Now, I say Star Trek drops the ball on that, and they always have, because one, we're not exactly sure on how warp technology works. Two, the replicators / transporters, that is universe breaking technology. Take it from someone who has a degree in physics. The ability to turn energy into matter, matter into energy, and back again is universe breaking. You know?
No, more like atomic bomb breaking, because guess what antimatter is? You're converting matter into energy. Guess what a hydrogen bomb is?
Yeah, but again, it's the and back again thing. You know, the transporters literally turn your body into an electrical signal and then projects it, and then everything gets put back into place properly. There was actually a short story that I read explaining that technology, and essentially it begged the question of, is there a soul? Because the reptilian race that used transporters admitted that when you go into a transporter, you die and a clone comes out the other side.
That is, don't get me started on the existential nightmare that is teleportation technology in the Star Trek universe. Because Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that and replicators. Oh my God! Again, energy into matter, and if it was made from something else, the number one thing that it's doing is essentially, when you look at the implications of the replicators, there should be no sickness, no death, like no anything. All aging is the machinery of your body breaking down, but they can replicate you new liver, new heart, new lungs. So
I mean, it depends. It depends on how accurate it is, because at the end of the day, no matter what, you're gonna have organ what's that word? Organ rejection. No matter what, unless it's literally been growing inside of you. So
well,
maybe?
again, they've mapped out the genome. I mean that's a big thing. Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm tired. I know it's only 7:30 my time, but it has been storming here, and it's not just a name. Major shout outs to my chat. Angry Spexican, it's good to have you back. We will be back on the normal Monday through Friday schedule as of Monday. Arabs, good to see you again. Ice Wizards, who is this? I think that's Is Nikable. Anyway, good to see you here. Caxip 6. Ladybug, good to have you back. Painfulest, hey, Sofa King Super, the king of living room furniture, and of course Viper Fox. Thanks for the follow, man. I was only poking a little fun at you. I didn't mean any of that stuff. But yeah, I see you on DT. I see you on the chat attack, and it's nice to know that I'm in the club now. But
Fair
yeah,
for heckling.
Huh?
Prepare for heckling.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. God knows I could use some subscribers because I will probably at the beginning of the show be putting out a GoFundMe to finish the construction on the house, but we'll see how that goes. But with that, guys, I want to thank you for showing up. Alan, thank you for being here.
Anytime.
Help me out a little bit, and I'm saying this on air, by kind of helping me to expedite the next game session. With the
Alrighty,
guys.
well, we're doing this on air. Let's just do it immediately 2 weeks from now. So I was talking to the boys, so not the 6th, but what, the 13th? Yeah, Thursday the 13th.
I can do the 13th. I've scheduled nothing there for the 13th because I know last time y'all kicked me in the teeth, man. Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
I
bro.
had
Like,
just
let's walk
announced
away.
on the show. Like, I literally just announced, like, yeah, tonight we're doing chat tumblers. And then right after my show, it was like, can we put that up till next week? I'm like, come on! So,
I'm sorry.
now, I understand it's the holiday time, and the holidays are just weird. But, Alan, tell the people where they can find you.
Alrighty then. So if you want to find me, you can follow me on Facebook. Basically, you can also follow me on the Chat Attack as well. So subscribe. Basically, follow me on my Twitter and follow me on my Twitch so you can see when I go live on the Chat Attack as well. You can follow Nick Diaz as well there, as well as Gauntlet Guru as well. So basically, look for us there if you're curious for more content with a lot more cuss words and a lot more yelling.
A whole bunch more cuss words and a whole bunch.
Yes,
A
held
whole-
back this show.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me for Chat Tumblers and a quick GM's workshop. As I said a little earlier, I got the call and Alan is thinking about running a game.